Are you using clear aligners to straighten your teeth? Do you have attachments to go with your clear aligners? Time for some PFOing so you know where you're going. Hey everybody, welcome back. Me, Dr. Ryan Packard. Thought I'd make a little video. Our next episode in the wonderful world of straight teeth and beautiful bite relates to clear aligners. We've been doing a lot about clear aligners. Again, clear aligners are plastic trays that look like this that are molded perfectly to your teeth, and you use these trays, well, you can use them for retainers, but
that's besides the point.
We're talking about using these types of plastic trays to move your teeth, to straighten your teeth, and even fix your bite. Depending on the service that you use, the plastic may be able to do or accomplish different things. Before we get into the details of clear aligners and what we're talking about today, remember, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment or question, and consider subscribing to the channel so that I can open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth and beautiful bites. You know it.
Oh yeah!
Okay, so today's episode was inspired by a patient that I had recently seen going through clear aligners. In order to make these trays, you have to get a digital scan of your teeth, or you take an impression, and then that scan, you make models out of these scans. It shows your teeth in plastic or whatever product they produce. They 3D print. Then that digital model is sent back to the professional orthodontist, and I work through the software. We call it ClinCheck, and we move the teeth around to where we think that they should be. Straight, ideal bite, all those things, depending on what your goals are. With Invisalign, you can consider adding these little glue pieces to the teeth that help the plastic grab the teeth better. In my office, we call these attachments, and they're just glue, and they can be put on the tooth. It's red in this video, these little bumps on the teeth, and they can be big, they can be small. In real life, when they go on your teeth, they're white. Attachments can do a couple things. They can help hold the trays onto the teeth, and they can create extra surface area or like a handle to try and push against. When you use braces, you need the bracket on the tooth. We've talked about this in another video. Two major components of braces: brackets and wires. The wires help straighten the teeth out, but the brackets act as the handles on the teeth so that the wires can hold things into place. You don't always need attachments, but attachments have been shown to be helpful. So that can be the benefit of attachments. Products like Invisalign, they allow you to have that option. They give the orthodontist or the dental professional that option to add attachments to help make the movements more predictable if they think it's necessary. With direct-to-consumer products, you receive your trays in the mail, and so you don't have that option of adding attachments to the teeth. And so any movements that you might get or might expect to see could be difficult to accomplish depending on the severity of the movement. The patient that came in today is going through Invisalign, has attachments, but just so happens that one tooth does not have an attachment. It happens to be one of the front teeth. And sometimes you think that some teeth will need attachments, sometimes you can get away without having attachments. The benefit of attachments, and perhaps one of the cons or disadvantages or weak points of a direct consumer product, is the lack or the inability to place attachments on your teeth to help control them better. Notice in this image that the simulation shows that at the end of all the trays, these two front teeth are at the same height, right? They line up on the same line and they're straight. Okay, that's what the computer or the simulation is predicting. Notice again, one tooth has an attachment, one tooth doesn't. Now, check out these images. The way that the teeth worked out. This patient is finishing up with this set of trays, and look at what the difference is. Did we get to where we wanted to? Not quite. The tooth that doesn't have the attachment is a little bit up compared to where the plastic predicted that it would be. In my assessment, part of the reason why this happened is because we didn't have an attachment to help hold that tooth in the plastic. And so now the tooth has deviated from what the predicted simulation was for those trays.
Oh man.
In a situation like this, what do? Well, you can get more trays sometimes, depending on your agreement with your local provider. Again, with direct-to-consumer, you can't go back and get attachments onto the teeth. So what you have to do is you just have to go through more trays and hope that it's gonna grab the tooth somehow better and get the tooth in position. Well, if you go through your local provider, what you can do is sometimes you can get more trays, depending on your agreement. And sometimes if you get more trays, you can add attachments. Another option is you can go the braces route, and that's what we did here. We popped 3 braces on the top teeth, and we're gonna use that because we were in a time crunch. We're gonna use the brackets and the wires on top of the teeth with the tray in place, and we're gonna use that to push that tooth down into better position. The patient was really happy about this option, and it's definitely an advantage of getting your teeth straightened through a local provider. Okay, so if you have any any questions about attachments or some sort of combination treatment with clear aligners and braces, leave a comment or a question below. And of course, consider subscribing to the channel so that I can open your eyes to the wonderful world of straight teeth and beautiful bites. That's all I've got, just a little PFO, so you know where you're going. Packard out.